Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to my laundry room and, secondarily, but most importantly to me, my record collection. As promised in my cleaning video, I was going to dedicate an entire video to cleaning this baby out because it has been a few years, maybe not a few years, but it's been a while since I've actually taken these off the shelves and cleaned behind here and dusted back here, and I'm willing to bet that I'm probably going to find quite a few spiders waiting for me.
War. War never changes.
This isn't going to be a vinyl shelf tour. I'm planning on making that later, probably when I move into my own place and actually get a nice, bigger vinyl sort of setup. So the goal for this video is really just to get everything off of these shelves and just give it a good wipe down, give it a good dusting, vacuum, because I know there will be spiders. Then I'm going to unhaul the few items I want to unhaul, going to set them aside and take them to my local indie record store. Then finally I'm just going to try and rearrange this to be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, make some more sense. As you can see by the top shelf, everything has really just sort of overflowed to up there because all the other shelves are just completely packed. So the records that are sitting up there are ones that I've bought recently, or just ones that I don't have room for anywhere else. Then there's also the CDs. Lots of CDs, there's a couple 8-tracks up there, and my fan boxes from VIP way in the back there. That box way up at the top is just full of old concert tickets, old concert flyers, wristbands, all that sort of memorabilia. I may give y'all a peek into that. And then I have a Slash Funko Pop because I love Slash. So we're gonna get cracking on this because the only light in this room hangs down about 3 feet from the ceiling, if you can probably tell. It's gonna get real hot in here real fast. Why did I choose to do this on a July day? In the middle of like 100-degree heat? I don't know, but here we go. I have an Elvis single. It's in really good condition too, and apparently I bought it for $1. Don't worry, I'm holding it by the edge. I know how to hold records. Now here comes the fun part. I think I'm going to go with the bottom shelf first, just because it's more easily accessible without me having to stand on this little stool. And then I will have more room to put them back and take the others down. I think that's the way to go. So I said this wasn't going to be a tour of my vinyl, and it's not, but some of these I can't help but brag about because I'm very proud. This Led Zeppelin LP, I got at a yard sale for like $4. It's an original pressing. The lady was an older lady who had been collecting vinyl her entire life, and she just didn't listen to them anymore, didn't want them anymore. We got to talking, and she was like, "Do you want to look through my records?" "Yeah, I do." And I found this, and she was like, "Yeah, $4. By the way, hot take, best Led Zeppelin album. Best Led Zeppelin song, The Ocean.
This is a very important phrase, so I want you to repeat it back to me one more time.
Zeppelin rules!
That's right, bye-bye.
Another thing I have to take a minute to time out and thank, Georgetown University's radio station, the old manager.
Bruh.
You were the absolute best. They don't use vinyl records to play on the radio anymore, it's all digitized for royalties and stuff. And I was asking them because they have these walls, shelves full of old vinyl records, promotional copies all the way back from the 60s. And I was like, what are y'all gonna do with them? And every single person I asked just said that they were planning on putting them in the yard sale or like giving them away. And they told me just go take what you want because we're just gonna trash them or give them away anyway. So I have a bunch of copies like these. Granted, the covers are not in great condition, but like the records are in pristine condition. Every single one of them that I was able to get and they so graciously gave me. I'll talk more about these in my whole tour. This is just something that I'm really happy about, something I'm really proud of, and was really nice of them to do for me because they just saw how crazy I was about these vinyl and I literally wouldn't stop asking them. So I think it paid off. These are two of the ones that I mentioned that I'm going to be unhauling. They are both Moody Blues LPs. I don't really know why I bought these in the first place. I think it was because I saw these for a pretty good price and I knew they were classics, so I just wanted to own my own copies of them, even though I'd never listened to the albums before. So we have A Question of Balance and then To Our Children's Children's Children. I finally went and listened to these two albums. They're not bad albums, don't get me wrong. They're fine, you know, whatever. But they're not really my taste. I don't find myself ever going to be reaching for these records to actually listen to, and if I do, I'll probably just go stream it. Because again, like I said, not really my taste. Don't really see myself picking these out anytime soon to say, oh, let's put on some Moody Blues. So just gonna hand them over to my local indie store, and hopefully someone who is a fan or appreciates them a lot more than I do will find them for a pretty good price and enjoy them. See, like an original copy of the Pistols' first album. Just sitting there at Georgetown. It was sent as like a promo. It was just sitting there, they were gonna toss it out. The cover is torn all to heck, but like, the record? In perfect condition. So good news, it's not as actually bad as I thought it might be. I forgot that we had put cardboard back here behind the shelf to prevent like bugs or spiders from really getting in. There's probably a ton of spiders behind that cardboard, but there's none right here. So that's what matters. Gonna dust this off, work on putting everything back, and then we're gonna get started on the top shelf. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything off the top shelf too, because I might as well do it while I'm at it, right? Right? Eight-track of Michael Jackson's Off the Wall. Talk about a fossil, man. 99 cents, and it plays just great. I know, like, no one has 8-track players anymore. I do.
Hello there.
Now I get to put everything back. Hi. I'm burning up. It is very hot, if you can't tell. So, it didn't end up looking exactly the way I wanted it to, but you know what? Sometimes that's life. I'm happy because I got this cleaned out. Was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually quite clean. Still nice to take everything off though, give it a nice dusting. Look at what I got, rearrange some stuff. I actually ended up being able to fit less on here. That may be because I took some of these that were waiting to be shelved in their proper places and put them in here, even if I took a few out of here. Either way, I just put a few on the end here, some of the XYZ number records up here. They fit just fine with the singles and the other stuff that needs to be housed. The other stuff that needs to be housed, I didn't put in its alphabetical order because it goes down here, down in the bottom shelf, but there's no more room down there, so it's just going up here until I can get a bigger space, a bigger home for them. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks a little bit better, at least to me. I'm the one that's got to live with it. I hope you enjoyed this little cleaning, little organizing sort of montage. I know how aesthetically pleasing these can sometimes be, even just to have on as background noise. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me. If you haven't heard it from anyone today, I love you. Love and peace. Till tomorrow.